It's another week, and we are here again on the Desopadec Weekly, the public enlightenment show where we come tell you all about activities of the Delta State Oil Producing Areas Development Commission. Human capital development remains a top priority for the Desopadec in its service to oil-bearing communities. In today's episode, we shall bring you some insights on significant capacity building, courtesy the Desopadec. Joy Uche is my name. Thank you for joining us.
My name na Basharon Askiaoki. We be Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer for the Desopadec. I come talk to our people. Say, as the time done they reach, when they will start election and the things when they will take down, I come the appeal say, all the things when I tell us make we do, make life for better for now. What we don't do for the various communities, I want to say make na wash over them well. Make they not destroy anything. Particularly for this time when the election they come so. Because why? This election when they come self, they take gun, they take cutlass, take down. Now PVC now you go get. Collect your PVC. Anything when they your mind, first collect your PVC. When the day reach, now thumbprint they take the thumbprint. You go carry and put for ballot paper. Fight not the day. But if anything they, even if argument go day, men are not argue reach where now go destroy the things when government don't do for now. I beg una. So that when government bring other things, you go meet the one when done the ground before. I beg una. Now the time to show say una appreciate what the government they do. And that one line go good for us. Una do.
The Delta State Oil Producing Areas Development Commission, the Desopadec, recently organized a seminar for his staff posted to the Delta State Post-Primary Education Board, PPEB. The seminar put together by the Directorate of Administration and Finance, the Desopadec, took place at the Delta State Government House Annex Ejeba in Warri. It is interesting to note that the Desopadec redeployed some members of staff to the agency, PPEB, as an intervention program designed to strengthen the education sector under the administration of Governor Ifeanyi Okowa. In his welcome address, the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the Desopadec, Basharon Askiaoki, said the Commission sincerely appreciates the efforts that the staff have invested in promoting educational standards in the state. Basharon Askiaoki, who was represented by the Executive Director of Planning, Research and Statistics, the Desopadec, Dr. Shadrach Agediga, encouraged participants to up their game and remain worthy ambassadors of the Commission.
Let me, on behalf of the Managing Director, CEO, welcome us to this one-day seminar. Like you know, the greatest asset of every organization is naturally the workforce. And as part of our policy focus and direction, we believe that continuous training is very important in bringing about productivity. And so as a board, we decided that we put up this one-day seminar to further encourage you guys, because very sincerely we appreciate what you've been doing over the years in your various areas of posting. We appreciate you because, you know, every year we do our promotion exercise. And over time, we have seen that the reports from the field about you, especially in your upper grading, has been very, very, very encouraging. And so I want to encourage you to continue to put in your best so that the productivity that we all yearn for, we will achieve it.
Also speaking at the seminar, the Executive Director of Finance and Administration, Desopadec, Chief John Nani, urged the participants to show commitment in their primary assignment at the PBEB, stating that their productivity at the Education Board would determine their next level of career growth. Nani described teaching as a two-way learning process where the teacher as a mentor teaches the pupil while also learning from the student, the mentee.
What you are going to gain, I'm going to make you know this now, is when you teach your students, your pupils, they will also teach you. As I'm going to talk to you now, when you ask me questions, it's possible I have never come across such questions before. I will crack my brain to know how to answer the question, whether positively or negatively. If it is negatively, if it is wrong, you will correct me. I must have learned something from you. So you do to your pupils also. You must not remain teaching in the school forever. Your performance, your productivity might remove you from there and take you elsewhere. So it is your productivity. It is your productivity that will make people know that yes, you are fit and proper to be in a particular place. So don't restrict yourself to PPEB.
The Executive Director also admonished participants to obey rules and regulations and be answerable to the authorities while exhibiting zeal and prudence in service.
This seminar is put together because of the reports we are getting that, some of the staff from the Desopadec are not seeing it as if they are staff of PPEB. They are seeing themselves as staff of the Desopadec. Therefore, the authority of PPEB will not be able to control them. Me, today, as I'm here, as long people are in PPEB, I'm a staff of PPEB. Because if a report comes and I will not be able to tell you that do it the way they want it, and I'm in admin, it all means I'm not doing my job. You can only be my friend today if we are working in harmony. For everything we are going to do, it must be in a symbiotic way. You doing it for you to gain something, and I am doing it for me to gain something.
Speaking earlier, the head of the Desopadec Secretariat, David Ejokonemu, gave historical highlights on the commission to the amazement and satisfaction of all participants.
The Delta State Oil Producing Areas Development Commission, Desopadec, was set up by an act of the Delta State House of Assembly by law signed in 2007. That law was amended and subsequently in 2015. The responsibility, as we all know, is for the Commission to administer a percentage of the utilization funds that accrue to the Delta State government for one, rehabilitation and developing oil producing areas in the state. Two, embarking on other developmental projects as may be determined from time to time by the Commission.
The chairperson, Delta State Post-Primary Education Board, Chief Christiana Italuku, in her presentation, described teaching as a noble profession, which everyone should be proud to promote. According to her, a teacher is the one who is versatile in several disciplines. While appreciating the participants for their role so far, Chief Italuku encouraged them to be steadfast in their duties and accord due respect to their principals at their various places of primary assignment.
I will start by asking, what is in a name? You are a doctor, a lawyer, an engineer, a teacher, a bricklayer, a mason, whatever name, what is in a name? I'm saying this because I've seen all of you shifting, shuffling, and saying, I'm not a teacher. Once they say you are a teacher, no, you are rejecting. Why did you go to school? How were you able to get a job with Desopadec? Somebody taught you, somebody made you, and that's the teacher. Why will you reject such a noble profession? I'm proud to say that I am a teacher. So please, while I appreciate all of you, you cannot be bigger than the principal of a school. The principal of the school is the CEO of that school. You accord him or her all the respect. I encourage you to be steadfast. Take what is going to happen seriously, and all that have been said, take them in and change. Those who are bad, who have been lazy, change your ways so that tomorrow we will not smile that we have a state.
A director from Establishment and Pensions, Delta State Civil Service, Francis Ohawa, took over the podium to further educate participants on the rudiments of practice in the directorates.
The public service rule is meant to guide the behavior of every public officer, not just civil servants, being it a political office holder or a career civil servant or public officer. The person must not be an ex-convict. He must not belong to a secret court, or that and not that. Those are the qualifications, eligibility for what? For appointment. The next thing is assumption of duty. When a person is recruited, the person is fixed before he can assume duty. He must be medically certified fit and of sound health by a government medical officer before he can what? Assume duty. The whole essence of this seminar is meant to make you a better officer. Make you what? More efficient and diligent, more committed, so you know some of the things that are expected of you.
In a related development, the Department of Community Development and Public Enlightenment, the Desopadec, recently organized an in-house sensitization program for members of staff. Discussions at the ceremony centered on the Petroleum Industry Act (PIA), which was signed into law by President Muhammadu Buhari on August 16, 2021. The President signed the Petroleum Industry Bill into law to grow the confidence of investors in Nigeria's petroleum industry and also to encourage the social and economic development of different host oil-bearing communities in the country. This is the key reason the Desopadec decided to equip her staff with all the necessary information about the Act, so they can effectively deliver in their public enlightenment duties to different oil-bearing communities.
There are key words that I want us to note for you to have a better understanding what the PI is talking about. One of those words is settler. In the art, the word settler was used. Also, host communities. And what is the host communities? We are going to look at it. Then also the upstream and midstream and downstream words were also used. The settler means the companies, the multinational oil companies, or you can refer to them as the IOC, International Oil Companies. Their interest in a particular field, when they grant them license to operate, that interest that they have in that place is the multinational company is referred to as a settlor. Then the host community. The host communities are defined as communities situated in or close to the area of operation of a licensee or a lessee of an upstream oil and gas. Like Chevron, for example, Chevron is a licensee or a lessee because it's a multinational oil company. Then 2, any community as the settlor may determine under Chapter 3 of the Act, any community that is recognized by a court of competent jurisdiction fall into what is referred to as host communities.
I think every day is a new day. Every day is a page to us. I think all of us, we have learned something today about the law. I think we can go out and give a pet talk about this law. I want to thank the convener, Mr. Okome, the Pastor Okome, Community Enlightenment Division. I want to thank our staff, our amiable staff, the good people of the commission for your good work. May the God continue to keep you and continue with your good work.
The Desopadec Weekly TV engaged one of the participants on the impacts of the program.
It was a very wonderful lecture received this morning, courtesy of one of our staff here, Mr. Mene. And the topic discussed so far has given reawakening and awareness of what happening around us. Before now, most of us were not even aware how this very PIB that was transformed to PIA has been so wonderful, has been so good to the community and to the host com. With this very understanding now, we know how to enlighten our people both here and at home.
In yet another development, Delta Broadcasting Service (DBS) Warri has commenced its yearly talent hunt and reality show tagged DBS Song of the Year, with the auditioning of over 500 youths across the state. The auditioning, which was held at the premises of DBS Ejeba Warri, Delta State, provided a good platform for both the young and old to showcase their singing ability. The Desopadec is the official sponsor of this laudable annual talent hunt program, DBS Song of the Year. Addressing participants, the chairperson, DBS Song of the Year Planning Committee, Obes Isongoyo, thanks Desopadec for sponsoring the entertainment reality show yearly.
So I want to welcome everyone for being here. Now you're diving into something that you need to take seriously. Something you need to take seriously. If you're starting, we're going to get the top 50 today. Don't take this privilege for granted. Now, this is a project that we start with nothing. At the end of the day, we get something. And that is why we don't ever take our sponsors for granted, especially our backbone, which is Desopadec. So Desopadec are the major sponsors for this project. That is why I want us to celebrate Desopadec right now with a hand of applause. And there's something we're going to say right now. Thank you, Desopadec.
At the talent show, age is not a barrier, but a participant must convince the judges with their ability to sing on stage. While appreciating Desopadec for powering the platform for young and old to show talent, Michael and Chooks expressed joy over the opportunity availed them.
For accepting me to this place that I should come and sing, the population I see, I'm very happy. At my age like this, they can still allow me to sing. I'm very happy towards it, that the organizers, they make a right choice and they tried very well. The Desopadec, they should continue. They should continue doing it. They should not look to what is happening in this country. And I know what they are doing now, God will surely bless them, because I know in future, this country, people who are setting a thing like this, and if everybody continue doing it like this, Nigeria will go forward.
And when I had the invitation, I thought I would be a participant and then champion my music tendencies. And I'm happy for it. It's a very big I think I was motivated spiritually to be here. And I think I'm okay with what I have found out. I wish to say to Desopadec, bravo, more grace to your elbow. In fact,
to Divine Amano Rishewo, the platform is a better opportunity for her and others to accelerate their musical career.
It was an amazing one, because there's some people that are financially down, that cannot boost their career, their music career. But this opportunity that the Desopadec gave to us is a bright opening for us to boost our career financially. Desopadec, I love you. Thank you very much for giving me this great opportunity. I'm so happy. Thank you.
We as youths, many of us out there don't even have an opportunity to exhibit our talents. But Desopadec has put together an opportunity for those that cannot provide for themselves. So I believe everybody that is going to pass through this platform will have Desopadec to thank for.
Desopadec they've been having empowerment programs, so many empowerment programs, and this is one of the ones they are doing that has to do with talent. And basically, most people you're seeing here are all from oil producing communities. So they are reaching out to these ones, and at the end of the day, these ones are useful to the society.
It's on these exciting notes we conclude today's edition on the Desopadec Weekly. Thank you so much for watching this edition. If you did enjoy today's episode, join us next week when we return with another interesting package on the Desopadec Weekly. And until then, follow us on our social media handles for questions, contributions, and suggestions on how together we can continue to build a stronger Delta State. On behalf of the entire crew, Joy Ochein is my name. I'm wishing you a happy Independence Day. Nigeria can only get better. We'll see you next week. Stay blessed.